If you're a traveler in Southeast Asia, you probably faced this issue. You want to pay with your phone, but for some reason you're not able to because you don't have a local SIM card or Gcash doesn't work. Well, that changes starting today with Moreta Pay, a brand new e-wallet specifically made for foreigners traveling in places like Philippines or even Thailand. Most e-wallets like Gcash are made for locals, which require a local SIM card or even sometimes a government ID. And even as a foreigner, if you do have a bank account or your passport, for example, we all know how frustrating it is to sign up for Gcash, as I'm sure many of you guys have tried. For some reason, the validation, the confirmation, getting actually a Gcash account can be a lot more difficult than it sounds, but not with Moreta Pay because they're designed specifically with foreigners like you and I in mind. Moreta Pay has flipped the script as the only e-wallet payment system with foreigners in mind. No local SIM card? No problem. No government Filipino ID? No problem. Moreta has fixed that issue for you and I. Now, before I show you a step-by-step complete guide on how to sign up for Moreta Pay, here are some of its features and how it works. You load money using your US, UK, or EU bank account, link Visa, MasterCard, or even Amex, pay at any QR in the Philippines like Gcash, MayaPay, or even InstaPay merchant, transfers money to a local bank, and yes, even get 1% cash back when you spend. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for Moreta Pay right now. I'm telling you, it's a game changer because you're probably thinking, hey, Alex, why can't I just simply pay using other like a credit card, for example, right? Instead of a QR reader. Well, guess what? Even some vendors on the streets selling fruits or drinks have a QR code reader or at least a QR code stamp you can use your phone to pay. I'm sure you've seen it, right? When you go to buy something and they shove that QR code in your face, you're like, wait a minute, I don't have a Filipino bank account, I can't pay. Now you got to make change for 1,000 pesos or something like that. So this completely takes that whole annoyance away. All you got to do is buy whatever you want and scan it with your phone. And the great thing I like about Moreta Pay, it has real-time exchange rates. It's not some rate they printed 3 days ago and still up on there, so you get exactly what you're paying for. So you're not just saving time, you're saving money because unlike using cash, you don't have to worry about carrying large sums of money in your pocket or being shortchanged. And here are some cool new features about Moreta in 2025. It covers you in places like Vietnam, Thailand, and even Indonesia. So if you're someone like me that's hopping around or just trying to visit new places, guess what? Moreta Pay got you covered. Whether you're in Bangkok, Bali, or Manila, Moreta Pay gives you a simple, safe, and travel-friendly way to go fully digital. Especially these days in 2025, seems like the whole world is going digital. It's completely free to sign up and it only takes a few minutes. I'm going to show you a step-by-step guide of exactly how you can sign up for Moreta Pay. Signing up is very straightforward. Just go to your Apple Store or Android Play Store and download Moreta Pay. Once you do that, open up and enter your email. Right now they're available in 5 countries. After signing up using your email, you'll get a verification code sent to your email. Simply take those digits, input them into the little boxes, and then you're ready to go. Moreta Pay will then ask you to enable locations, notification, as well as a camera because they need it to go ahead and scan, obviously, the QR code. And then you just got to verify your identity, which is very good considering you're dealing with money. Very quickly after, you'll be asked which country you'll be using the Moreta Pay. You can choose whichever country you're in, obviously Thailand or the Philippines, or any of the 5 countries that's available right now. Verification is very important considering you're dealing with money, right? All you have to do is enter your personal information, your address, as well as a government ID so they can go ahead and make sure you're the right person. Once you do all that, enter your name and you just gotta do the facial recognition thing. You gotta zoom in and out to make sure you are the correct person. And once they verify your documentation, you're pretty much ready to go. Next up, you just link your account to Moreta Pay. What do I mean by that? You can go ahead and directly transfer money from your Wise account, your personal bank account, or my favorite, a credit card, right? So this way you basically take a credit card and make it eligible for QR payment, which is amazing. I use my MasterCard. Very nice. They got MasterCard, Visa, and that way, I don't want to say it out loud, but you're not really using your money, right? If something happens, I always like to feel secure and safe. It's your credit card's money, but guess what? Now you get to use it on your digital wallet using Moreta Pay. One of my favorite things about Moreta Pay is that you're not really using your own direct liquid cash, right? You can go ahead and connect your credit card. Once you're signed up, you can go ahead and make purchases just like any other local using your phone and making payments with your QR code. And once again, my favorite feature is that you can use a credit card to top up the money on Moreta Pay without having to directly link your bank account. In case you're a little bit paranoid like I am sometimes, I like to make sure I'm using my credit card as much as possible, but now you can go ahead and do it with a QR code, which I think is fantastic. So forget Gcash, forget MayaPay, all those other apps that make you jump through hoops just to get connected. I really love the easy features that make that you can sign up within a few minutes and start using QR code payment. Leave your comments down below, leave your questions down below, ask me anything you have, because I've been traveling full time now for over 6 years, and this had to be one of my biggest annoyances, having to pay using local methods, right? Because cash is not always available, not everybody has proper change, not easily accessible in some places depending on where you're going, finding ATMs that actually work, that have funds there. So Moreta Pay makes all that easy. Many places have like even hotels or like street vendors, right? So imagine how easy it is. You don't have to carry around cash, extra wallet, worry about change, losing it like me. If you guys watch my channel, you know how often I lose my wallet. It's a bit embarrassing. But the point is, now your phone can go ahead and make those purchases for you. And that's it. Leave your questions down below. I'd love to help you during any of the process, the steps, questions you have about it, because I love Moreta Pay. I'm going to start using it a lot more often.
สแกนชำระค่ะ ว่าทำงาน4 ทุ่มเรียบร้อยค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
And guess what? That's how easy it is to go ahead and make purchases. And if you notice, those were not my nails, right? So guess whose nails they were. If you know her, of course, you could write her name in the comment section. If you watch the channel, you know what I'm talking about. And that's another cool feature. You can go ahead and top up somebody else's account as well. Say your wife or significant other, and make sure you trust them, obviously. But it's cool, instead of maybe sending money through Western Union or something like that, you can do it through a credit card. I only advise it to people you trust, obviously. And I'm not the only person excited about Moreta Pay. Here are some of the latest reviews about the app. Use this instead of your credit card while traveling. Best app, has saved me so many times, better than your credit card. Game changer, says another person. Love the app, easy and intuitive to use. And lastly, I St. Clair's says, awesome. Been looking for something like this forever. After a day of using it, it became my primary spending application. So cool to finally have access to my QR systems after being an expat for so long. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.